Hey, Mag Bit of Truth back on Sunday podcast style. How you doing, everybody? Now we go break into a few things, but first we go start out with this moon landing, this moon thing that they basically put on the front page right now. Basically distracting the masses while they keep coming up with more and more vaccines and more destruction for the masses. Now let's get into this right here and talk about why the moon is so popular now. A light in the sky, people. We go talk about it a little bit with the supposedly Indian moon landing and the far side of the moon supposedly. But we're going to talk about it and show you that it's all bullshit they give you on this box right here they call TVs. And now they got the devices to show you screens to let you believe that seeing is believing basically, because you're seeing things on these screens like you see that TV sitting there. Anything you see on it, manipulation. The same shit they used to show you the moon landing that America tricked the whole wide world with. Let's get into this right here and we go talk about it. And we get into some more things later. Let's let it run.
Our first samples of the moon, brought with the Apollo missions in the 60s and early 70s,
and like I say, people, they talk about the Apollo mission. And it's a reason why they call it Apollo. Remember, Apollo is a devil creature. 100% that actually play God on earth. In the past, you have to understand that they did. So the Apollo mission show you that it's devil work, no doubt. You remember, the Apollo is standing in the middle of New York with a torch in the hand that they call the Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty is actually the Apollo standing there. Wicked shit on the masses, but pay attention here.
Learn a lot about the celestial body. More than 50 years later, though, there's still a lot that we don't know. Or things that we thought we knew that aren't quite so clear-cut.
I want to know who they calling we. We thought we knew. Remember, this is all programming. These are things that they're just telling you and showing you on screens. Remember, I told you, screens is not real. So they tell you about the moon in the sky. You look at a light in the sky. You tell me, people, how did they get to that light? There's a map. The what they use, people? What they call it, navigation system? GPS? How did they get to the moon? You're dumb as a rock to believe it, people. The moon is a light in the sky, the decoration from the Creator. That's what it is. The moon that ruled the night. And you basically tell the masses that you went there? A compass take you there? Wow, this is a question you need to ask them. How did they just target the moon and went there? What, you just point something to it and go straight to it? It's garbage, people. 100% trash. Plus, they're telling you that these are some balls in the sky spinning around. A ball of rock. So pay attention here. Anything they show you, CGI, don't buy it. Watch this.
The Apollo samples led scientists to believe that the moon's surface was dry.
Wow.
But a 2009 Indian mission detected
So take a
hydrogen
look at this right here, people. Why is it in black and white? You never ask yourself these questions. Do they ever show you a color moon, people? A moon with color? Never. Take a look at this. This is all black and white. Why, people? Why? Why is the screen got this old photo, the old look that you get from back in the days TV? Why they show you the moon every time with this shade with no color? That to show you that it's fake. Just like they show you Mars with a rust looking color. What you think is the same earth sometimes they show you. Yes, just put that rust light on it and you believe that they're in Mars. So they put the dark color on it. Look at it right here. Take out the color and then they show you the CGI shit and tell you it's the moon. It's dumb. 100%
But a 2009 Indian mission detected hydrated minerals on the moon's surface. A closer look at the data showed ice in many of the moon's shadowed areas.
So hear this, people. They find ice in the moon shadowing area. So they tell you that the moon have a dark side, which is all bullshit. Like I tell you, they actually have two moons. Just remember, the dark moon and this one with the light. You can see it all time of the day. Through the day, you see the light moon. Even daytime, you see it because it's light up. So yes, people, don't let them tell you about no dark side of the moon. What's the other side? Who is seeing that dark side of the moon? Huh? Remember, it's a ball, people, and it's in the sky supposedly. We on all angles. Why nobody can see that dark side of the moon? Like I say, it's two moon. They use it to give you the eclipse, because remember, there is no other planet supposedly in the sky that you can see. Remember, without a telescope. So the moon and the sun, that's the only objects you can see basically without a telescope. You see sprinkling stars and them things, but as far as what they tell you about these planets that they can go and sit on, yes, the moon and the sun, the only thing that you can see from the earth right here. Okay, so when you're gonna have the eclipse, where is that dark thing, the same size as the moon, come from to shadow the moon? Where does it come from? Like I say, it's a trick they're using with a dark hologram like a moon they use right there. Sometimes they use it to shadow the light of the moon and tell you it's an eclipse. You have to remember that it's all trickery with the lights in the sky that the Creator created. So pay attention here.
Almost a decade after the initial detection, even more water was discovered in the sunlit regions of one of the moon's craters.
So remember, people, they're discovering these water and ice and everything without even going to the moon. Remember that. The Apollo missions and them, they tell you they lost the technology from that. So they can't go back. What a dumb shit for the masses. And it's so stupid because they have the Elijah model, supposedly. The one that they tell the dumb people they went to the moon in. They have it in NASA, in the museum in Texas, for people to go look at. They say, why you don't go back to the moon? They say, we lost the technology. But they have the same ship, supposedly, the Elijah model that they went in. What kind of technology did they lose? So they lost the technology, and now Russia, India, all of these places, China, all of them, I guess they found it because now they're going to the moon. What a dumb shit for the masses. And they're searching for what? Water, people. You see how dumb the world is? I told you, anytime you see these distractions take center stage, you know 100% what it is. They're working harder shit on the masses. You could never figure it out. It's a brain work distraction for you in the end times with this moon shit. Pay attention now. Watch.
So there's water on the moon, but
we don't know how much there is.
Wow. So they know there's water there because they see it, but they don't know how much it is. You believe that, people? The world is just dumb. And like I said, we head into more dumb times because everybody is basically juiced up, got brain fog and everything. They can't think a lick. So everything the people tell them, they're gonna take it and run with it.
Do these measurements of ice at the pole of the moon, and they're all kind of conflicting right now. Some of them say we should have a lot. Some of them say we don't have very much at all.
did the moon have this water to begin with? Because if it did, that could conflict with our leading theory about how the moon came to be.
You hear that, people? The theory how the moon came to be. You see how these people wicked? 100% wicked people on this earth fooling you. You understand that? How the moon come to be? What, from the Big Bang? Life is stupid, people. Life is 100% stupid. Where is the moon come from? How did the moon come to be? Remember, people, they're trying to take the Creator out of the equation. You have to remember that. So yes, the moon formed in a mischievous way and not the Creator put it there. Okay, listen.
The story goes, a Mars-sized object collided with the Earth, and the debris from that collision formed the moon.
People, if you believe that, I'm done doing videos. You hear me? If the bitter truth people believe that, the dust and all of this shit they say left back, that's what formed into the moon, the fucking ball rock. You believe that, people? The ball of rock that they show you in with no color on it, because they have to take the color out the pixels for you to believe that it's a strange place like the moon. Life is stupid. 100% in.
When you have the moon forming in this big collision, that should bake out all the water.
You hear that, people? Everything start by collision. Remember, the Big Bang is a collision. Bang. Okay? So some kind of explosion you get out of nothing, and you get the earth and everything, the moon, sun and everything come from it. You believe that? That's stupid to begin with. You can't believe that dumb shit. But yes, explosion bring you the earth, and the earth have all this water on it, and the explosion give you the moon. So that means it's not supposed to have water. You hear that? The world is dumb, people. That's all I can say.
How do you get some remnant water to be retained in the lunar mantle?
The amount.
And what caused the moon to look like this at some point? They tell you it's the earth shadowing it. The earth, people, the earth. The earth that you're sitting on, and you're sitting there looking at the moon in the sky. Part of it is shade, turn it into a crescent, and they tell you, listen, is the earth blocking out the moon right there. That's why it show only a little piece of light. And the dumb people believe it and run. You don't get it. This is just trickery. Like I say, everything you get in life, deception.
Of water on the moon also affects the formation of rocks there, which brings us to our third lunar mystery. A team of researchers led by Dr. Sigler found large amounts of granite on the surface of the moon. A rock.
That people, they find large amount of granite on the moon, on the surface of the moon. Who they talking about? Listen, man, this is all fakery. Who went to the moon and find all of these shits? Let's find
that
out.
On Earth is formed under specific conditions.
Granite basically takes a lot more heat. It's something that happens on Earth.
And they keep showing you these volcanoes talking about something that happened on Earth. Like I say, this is not real. This is man-made, made up shit for destruction. You have to remember that. They have nowhere in the ground that melted rocks and bubble it up like a soup pot. It's fake shit. 100% in. And like I say, if this is melted rock, bubbling red and runny, why the hell this mountain hole, this hand's hole looking thing, why is it still there? And it's melted rocks coming out of it, and the mountain made out of rock. Okay, so you have melted, you have plastic right here supposedly. Just put it in this perspective. Say for instance, this whole thing is made out of plastic and it got hot, melted plastic running from it. What you think gonna happen to the plastic? It gonna melt. Just like you have rocks, melted rocks. Yes, it can melt rock. Okay. Melted rocks gonna melt the rest of the rocks. Do you believe that? Okay, so why would you have this ants hole looking thing right there standing the whole time in a mountain peak and spilling out hot rocks and the people still believe in it? Nothing but fakery when it comes to volcano. You understand? Government operation. All volcano is. So pay attention here. What they're showing you.
Plate tectonics a lot, but on the moon where you don't have plate tectonics, you
yes, you hear that?
Still.
They don't have plate tectonic. They don't call it tectonic plate like they call the ones that they tell you shift that cause earthquake. It's fake shit. 100% fakery. Like I say, the earth don't have no damn tectonic plate that shift and cause earthquake. It's fake shit. And why you can't see the tectonic plate? Yes, I forgot. It's deep, deep, deep under the surface. Yes, like a Mariana Trench, 8 miles down. What a dumb shit for the people.
Create these evolved rocks somehow.
But the newly found granite rocks require more water than we thought was there.
Wow.
Or, alternatively, more heat.
More heat. What a dumb shit. And take a look at what they're showing you right here, people. Like I say, yes, if your brain grasps this right here, you're dumb. Because what they have to do, they have to fix your brain up to understand this. They have to fix it up. There's no way a natural brain take that as truth. So yes, they have to fix up your brain real nice for you to believe in these fakery that they present to you. Unbelievable.
Unraveling such mysteries could help us better understand not just the moon, but other celestial bodies too.
Yes, celestial body, where they at.
Places like...
Look what they're showing you in the sky. You would never see this with your eyes. All fakery made up for TV. Like I say, seeing is believing, but only if you see it for real with your eyes, not on a screen. Do you understand that once it's on a screen, it can be manipulated? Look at this right here. You ever see that in the sky? That tell you something.
The moon preserve these early stages of how the geology of a planet developed in a way that we've totally lost on Earth.
So maybe if they figure out what caused these ice on the moon or whatever, they can figure out more supposedly planets. Like I say, people, they're trying to take the creator out of the equation. So they give you all of these fakery right here. Moon landing and all fakery for the dumb masses. Bam.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon.
And listen to this right here, people, with this Kennedy, which is 33 in numerology. Yes, they're part of the world stage and the masses don't get it. Anytime you see a supposed be Kennedy on the world stage, you know 100% what it is. Don't be dumb. So he's a part of it, people, and a lot of people say he's a hero and they assassinate him. You don't get it. He's a part of the trickery and he never get assassinated. They just pull him off the scene. As you could see right here, him promoting the devil work right here on earth, that means he's a part of it. And once he's a president, you should already know. So pay attention right here, all these people celebrating when he mentioned they choose to go to the moon. Yes, because of bullshit. You have to wake your ass up. The moon, you can't go on there. It's not something that you can go on. It's just a light decoration from the Creator. Do you understand that? Why is these people lying to you about going to the moon? Because the world is a stage. Freemason Eagle right there.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things.
On
Not
what?
because they are easy, but because they are hard.
You hear that, people? Yes, they choose to go to the moon because it's hard. You hear the programming coming? Like I said, they have to fix your mind up for you to believe the fakery. Remember, the moon landing is not something that somebody should believe, that somebody can land on that light in the sky. So yes, they have to dress your mind up, fix it up, dumb it all the way down so they can tell you they land on the moon. So there you go. They use the Kennedy to melt your damn brain first. You see that? Listen.
That, by the way, one of the most iconic speeches
It's iconic.
in American
And
history.
you show up in this Marv right here, all Freemason coding. But pay attention, they're playing with the dumb masses right here.
September 1962, that was
course,
John
all
F. Kennedy
coding.
announcing America's intention to put a man on the moon. Well, here we are.
Intention to put a man on the moon. What a dumb shit. How did he come up with that, people? How did he know the moon is somewhere that you can go? It's just a light you see in the sky, people. How did you come up with that? Who think about they can go there? This is stupid, people. You see a light from Earth in the sky and you sit there and say, yes, we can go on it and find water. Is that dumb? Wake your ass up with a
1
bam.
years later, and we're talking about another historic moon moment.
Yes, we are, because India
Listen
just
to this.
became the fourth nation to successfully land the spacecraft on the moon.
You have to ask yourself, people, why did they give India that props? We know they give Russia props to the first one to launch a man into space, and they launch a satellite, and now Russia, look at Russia now. Russia becomes one of the biggest dictating country, period, supposedly, on the world stage. So like I say, people, what is up with this India now? Why did they give them that rank? Why did they give them that props? So they went to the moon the day after Russia crashed going there. Remember, Russia is one of the space leader. That's what you need to know. They're one of the space leaders, supposedly. I mentioned it, that they have the first man supposedly in space. They lie to you and the world go with it. You think America don't know it's a lie? They help promote the lie. America helped promote the lie to put Russia on the map. Just like you see them putting on India on the map right now for landing on the moon, supposedly. Do you understand? So yes, they give Russia all that props about first man on the moon, the first man in space, all of these launches, satellites, and then now Russia come one of the biggest dictating country, and they tell you they're invading people and everything. India supposedly, they tell you, overpopulated, and all of these things going on, poor countries, they find a way to go to the moon. Do you believe that, people? Of all the supposed suffering and things they've been to and they're going to, the people poor, they say they're overpopulated, which a lie. 100% lie. You understand? They're killing the people. Nowhere is overpopulated. But yes, why did they give India these props? Because they're taking a stage right now, are taking their place on the world stage. Something big gonna come with them. Remember, India is also one of them that create a vaccine, supposedly. You don't get it, people. You have to wake up. India is a part of the world stage. But where they going with this shit right here? Listen.
India is the only country that has ever landed near the
And
moon.
look what they land, people, and we done. Take a look. This cartoon object right there, that's what they land. You can even see the checkerboard on it, black and white style. Look at this. And I show you that you're dumb for believing in none of these shit come on TV. It can't be hidden now. You're dumb. 100% brain dead to believe in these things. The moon is just a light and you're still not gonna believe me. You're gonna take it from these people who show you a cartoon image and tell you they fly there. You rather believe them? Okay, listen.
South Pole, and that's significant.
Here to
Look at this
explain
shit
why
right
this
here,
is so
people. Look.
significant, we have
Sun rays,
astrophysicist and
3
author.
sun rays right there. 3 sun
This is so
rays. What is that
significant. We have
about?
astrophysicist and author Neil deGrasse Tyson here
Oh
to break.
my goodness. Now take a look at this sodomite right here. One of them that trying to convince the masses that space exists and all of these black hole and all of these shit. So they put this sodomite right there to fool the black people. You know why I said that? Because they have a white one also. Yes, the Noel. The Bill Noy. He's one of them that gonna tell you about space and everything. Explain life on Earth. Then they have another sodomite called Michu Kachu. That one there to fool the Asian. So they can't tell me shit. This one, this dumb motherfucker right here, as you see him, you know he dumb. He's the one who gonna tell you about this moon landing from India. Pay attention.
Down for us. Good morning to you, Neil.
Good morning.
So let's
Look.
put this in perspective here. Why is this landing so close to the moon's south pole so significant?
Well,
So you hear, people? It's close to the moon, South Pole. The world is dumb, 100%. I got nothing else to say to the people who believe in this dumb shit. The words coming out of their mouth is dumb. Why did you believe it?
You
'Cause
may
you're dumb.
know that the farther away from the equator you go, the lower the sun's arc is in the sky.
Okay.
Until you're near the
Wow.
poles, the sun just barely.
What is a fucking pole, people? What they're telling you is a pole. They talk about the North Pole on Earth. They're also talking about a pole on the moon. What pole? A pole is a pole. Okay, listen.
Ambles above the horizon.
Okay.
The same is true on the moon. If you go to the South Pole, where there are craters that have rims,
You hear that?
the,
Kratos that got the rims, people. You hear that? Just like they tell you with the Earth that we talk about with the supposedly outer rings. And remember, there's a ring that hold you in the center where you're at. And by the way, just in case you don't understand, you see the dome? The distance from the dome is far when you're in the middle. You have to understand, people, there's a 100% legit reason why they bring you in the circle. You have to understand that. The dome is far up, more far from the earth. That means it's way, way higher. And they're just flying around in it with planes and things. They're not even going close to the dome. It's that far away, people. Listen.
altitude of the sun over the horizon is not high enough to reach the bottom of the crater.
And
So it's
look, people, once they show you this, you're dumb if you believe it. I don't know what to tell you, man. So yes, I'm helping you out. I'm not just bashing you when I call you dumb. I'm trying to get you out of that sleeping mode. That's why I hit you with a bam. That's cartoon. So therefore, if you want to believe that it's real, at least let them show you a real picture. Do you get it? For all the people who believe that India supposedly land on the moon. For anybody who believe in any moon landing for that matter. I'm going to ask you a question. Did they show you something real? Because this is what they show me. The India moon landing, and they show you this. So what else you want, man? What else you want? So they show you a cartoon image and tell you that's what went to the moon. I'm done. Move.
literally where the sun don't shine.
Okay.
And so
They're laughing. Listen,
So-
where the sun don't shine and they're laughing is just a joke, people. Just a 100% joke. Remember, they tell you that all these things is spinning around the sun. Some people come and say, Mark, they never said the moon is spinning. The moon is not spinning. Of course, they tell you all these planets that the one that you live on supposedly and the ones that you see, they tell you they all spin around the sun. The sun does not move, supposedly. This is the teaching they give you. The sun is not moving, and all of these planets revolve around the earth. Okay, so that means the moon is one of them spinning objects in the sky. Come on, people, this is a fakery. There is no way they can explain nothing to people with brains. Laugh. That's all you can do. Laugh.
When the moon's hit by asteroids and comets, comets have water. If water lands in those places, they're called cold traps. And
this is dumb, people. All dumb shit come out of him. And like I say, if you have an ounce of brain, you see that he dumb. Yes, some asteroid and meteorite crash into the moon. They got water. Where is the water come from? In fucking space, flying around. Rocks flying around got water in it. Everybody gone dumb. So yes, a meteoroid, an asteroid got water in it, and it crashed on the moon. So yes, the water is right there at the crash site. Dumb the fuck
never
on.
goes away.
Well, that's the key there, the water. So you're near water,
Look,
and that's interesting. But what I found surprising...
And for them to sit here and discuss this shit right here, you know you're stupid to believe it, man. Look at this sodomite they call odor. You can smell it from afar. 100% man in a drag. And look, having a conversation, comfortable conversation about landing on the fucking moon. It's dumb. 100% dumb.
Is water is something that may actually be able to be transformed into fuel.
Listen,
yeah, so you can drink.
You hear that, people? Water that can transform into fluid. They can't do that on Earth, but they can do it in space, just like they can fly everything, fly around in space. Everything fly. Without engine, just fly. Wow.
Water.
Yeah.
But if you separate the hydrogen and the oxygen, H2O, and
Listen,
bring them back
that's
together,
smart.
it is rocket fuel. And you know,
Listen, people, go back again. And I told you, every time you see these guys, that's why you see me break it down. Because they always bring something to the table to prove them 100% fake and dumb. It's 100% fake, but yes, because it's so fake, and if you understand how fake it is, it's dumb. Listen.
Fuel?
yeah, so you can drink
You're gonna turn water into fluid. They can't do it on Earth, but they can do it in space. Listen.
water.
Yeah.
But if you separate the hydrogen and the oxygen, H2O, and bring them back together, it is rocket fuel.
It is
And you
rocket
know what
fluid, people. It's not car gas, but rocket fluid. Do you believe that? Like I say, people, every time they bring you this dumb shit and try to explain it to the smart people, they're looking dumber and dumber and dumber, trying to explain.
exhaust is? Water. Okay, so it's pretty
laughing.
clean rocket fuel, and that's the main engine of the space shuttle. That big orange tank that they use,
The
that's
orange
hydrogen.
tank that they use for Freemasonry. And like I say, it's going nowhere, people. It's a remote control object they let off in the sky to basically manipulate the weather. You have to understand that, people. Manipulation of the creation. That's what they're doing. Manipulating nature for you to get some bad, weather. Hurricane and all. That's the reason why they send those rockets off. And whenever it's supposed to be do the damage that it's supposed to do, they let off whatever out of it. They land it back in the water and go pick it up.
And oxygen being merged together to create the thrust to put that puppy into orbit.
Wow.
We understand you
what a
actually met
dumb
with the
shit,
Indian
people.
Prime Minister earlier this summer. What did you two talk about with regard to
What?
the Indian Prime Minister?
You hear that, people? He even have a talk with the Indian Prime Minister. They supposed to be Neil deGrasse Tyson, like I say. He's just an actor on TV, a 100% actor. He playing a role, astrophysicist. He's a faker. So yes, they have to have these people to keep your brain melted for you to believe in anything have nothing to do with space. Your brain have to be completely melted, 100% in. So that's why you have a Neil deGrasse Tyson, Bill Nye, and the Michi Kacho sodomite. They all gotta melt your brain about what the earth and what's surrounding the earth, everything about it. They have to be the one to bring it to you. Remember, the human being don't know shit. We can't observe none of that shit to bring it to life and explain it, but they can. Listen.
Earlier this summer, what did you two talk about with regard to space exploration?
That was his first comment. He says, here are our plans for space.
Take a look at him right there, people. Plan to space, as you can see, the orange flag right above his head make the pyramid, and this one with all the stars above his head. All of them is fake. 100%. What is this one doing with the Neil deGrasse Tyson? Yes, to fake you with space. That's why they do it.
We want to involve private enterprise. We want to grow. I said, yeah, good.
Look, people, space. Look at this right here. Like I say, the whole wide world is a stage. Anything you believe in it, you're going to make you look dumb. You can't believe nothing in this world.
Try to make sure everybody's involved, because then the whole country can participate. Because India's a diverse community of ethnicities and religions. And I said, that way the whole country...
You hear that? Yes, they have to mention religion, part of what make the masses dumb. As you can see, that's the sun ray right there. They have post up. And like I say, the world is a dumb place. You live in it, you have to be smart. Bam.
America is using up its groundwater like there's no tomorrow.
So listen, people, now they have groundwater. They have liquid water. Now they have groundwater. All bullshit you get from these people. So listen. They tell you America is using up their water. I guess that's the reason why they're searching for water and ice on the moon. I'm just saying, people, because they're telling you that Earth gonna be destroyed and they need to find another place for human being. That's one of the reasons why you get movies with these same plots. They want to put it in your subconscious mind that yes, it's gonna come to a point where the human being have to leave Earth and find another supposedly planet to live. So now they're telling you that they're finding all of these things on the moon, including water. Pay attention. Like I say, it's a deception. And all the people who buy into it gonna feel the destruction.
That's the headline to a major New York Times investigation that examines how the nation's aquifers are becoming severely depleted due to overuse, in part.
I wonder what kind of water is you talking about, because the sea is right there. The big body of sea is right there. That's water. What kind of water is you actually talking about the world is losing? Pay attention.
Industrial farms and sprawling cities. The depletion of the nation's aquifers is already having a devastating impact. The Times reports that in Kansas, corn yields are plummeting.
And you see what they show you, people? They show you these freshwater ponds and these things. Like I say, all of these right here would have cost from what? Rain. That's it. There is nothing there to supply these supposedly ponds and these things but rain. The government people control the rain. They manipulated nature and now they control when it rains. You might sit there at a spot and wonder why it's not raining. They're the one who doing it. So you get the drought. And don't worry about it. That same spot could be flooded the next time around. That's how they do it. 100%. It's just the manipulation of mankind. That's the reason why they bring you in this circle.
Due to a lack of water. In Arizona, there's not enough water to support the construction of new homes in parts of Phoenix.
Yes.
And rivers across the country are drying up.
So rivers across the country is drying up. And I mentioned rivers and them things, like I say, all of those waters is not permanent. You have to understand what I tell you here. I just mentioned about they can make drought, right? They can stop it from rain in certain areas. So therefore, those water that's supplied by rain is the one who bring that water there and moisture. If you stop that, that water will be gone. That's part of the destruction of this earth. What they're doing, manipulating nature for the masses' destruction.
Going now to Oklahoma, where we're joined by Warigia Bowman, who has been closely tracking this issue, Director of Sustainable Energy and Natural Resources Law at the University of Tulsa College of Law. Thank you so much for being with us. Can you start off by just explaining what an aquifer is, why these groundwater resources are under such threat, why they're so critical, not only to the United States, but all over the world?
Well, thank you so much, Amy. It's really an honor to be on your show. I've been listening for years, so I'm grateful for the opportunity. For your listeners, an aquifer refers to essentially a container of soil and rock that holds water under the ground.
All water under the ground. So not on the surface, but under the ground. Like I say, people, remember, you can't see under the ground. And I know people that dig pits back in the days for a living, and they don't dig and find water. There is no water in the ground, people. There is no oil, no pocket in the earth, basically, to hold nothing. There is no pocket that can hold water, hold oil and them things. So you understand, it's just deception.
Not an underground river. Rather, it's water flowing through porous rock and soil. So if you have an aquifer very close to the surface, we usually call that artesian, and that's when you see a spring. So if you see a spring bubbling out of the ground, that means that the aquifer is very close to the surface.
Yeah, but what you have to understand with most of those supposed spring that they're talking about is just water seeking to the rocks from somewhere else. You understand? Yes, melted snow, rainwater, and it seek to one part and end up in another part. That's it, people. It's no mysterious water come from a pocket under the earth. It don't come from under the earth. It come from above. The rain. Do you understand that? That's it, people. You know, in Colorado, where they talk about springs and all that, if you're smart, you don't drink that water. It's the same rainwater. Do you understand? The rainwater, the snow. The snow on the Rockies, sometimes when it melt, yes, it basically seek to the ground in another area. People say spring, but you have to understand, it's the same dirty shit that they give you, chemical style, to fall those rain and give you those snow. So pay attention.
Aquifers are very deep below the surface, and they were formed by glacial rainwater billions and millions of years ago.
You hear that, people? It was by rainwater. That's the truth. The lie is millions and millions of years ago. Every fucking thing gotta be millions and millions a year. Something that the human beings don't know nothing about. The human beings that don't even live to see 100 years old, you take million a year from them? That's stupid. Wake your ass up with a bam.
So an aquifer is just a fancy way of saying, you know, the place that holds our groundwater. Now, aquifers are critical for both the United States and the world because we get so much of our drinking water from groundwater. It's really a significant percentage. In California, it can go as high as 60%.
I don't understand what's up with this groundwater shit. What is groundwater? That all come from the sky. Just remember that shit. Yes, you can, I guess you can call it supposedly seedy groundwater. Okay, listen.
Drought year.
And so, if you could talk about how the federal government and state governments manage public water supplies.
Okay, well, the federal government does not deal with groundwater. They have the power to, the Supreme Court has said in Nebraska versus Sporhas that the federal government has that opportunity. But
what you have to understand, people, they control water. They control everything on this earth, every damn thing. They decide if you can use the water or not. And don't worry about it. In these times, there's a lot of water ban all over America. They ban water. Basically, you can't use it as freely as you used to. They have restriction on it. You understand? That's how they do it, people. And they're threatening to fine people money for using the water, to water the ground or anything. You understand that, people? This is how they're gonna do it. It's called control of the masses. And later on, like I said, they're already kicking it in. All AI running those systems, mixing the chemical in the water and everything. One mistake and bam. And of course, they were quick to tell you that the AI make a mistake because the finger not gonna point on them. You're gonna point on the AI. That's why they separate the AI from them. So anything happen to you to that AI system, you can't blame them because AI now have a mind of their own. That's what they're selling the masses. Let's get into that right there and talk about it a little bit. Bam. Now take a look at this right here. Pay attention to what they're doing right here with the supposedly AI system. Watch
this. Is Desktop Amica. She's free thinking and opinionated.
Yeah, that people free thinking and they're talking about a supposedly AI that chip and program. Remember, people, all of these things got to use a chip and program. So you have to ask yourself, why is these people telling you about these supposedly AIs, that free thinking? Why? Because they don't want to take the blame for the destruction of the masses caused by these same AI system. So they give you the AI separate from them. The AI got a mind of its own and everything. So anything the AI do, don't blame us. Do you see the tricks or not? Every fucking AI got a chip. A chip is programmed to run that specifically bot. Do you understand that? That means nothing random. It's a algorithms, people. Same damn shit. You have to understand that it's a program it work by. Anybody dumb gonna believe that these things can do random shit, but it can't. All programmed by a chip.
Here to help you learn.
Shut up, Amica. On this day, Will is her master, and theirs is definitely an old-fashioned relationship.
Listen this right
Amica,
here.
shut up.
Talking about master and playing with the dumb masses. Why did they bring this on TV? Why they feel it's important to keep showing you these things? You don't get it. It's what I tell you. The AI gonna destroy the masses, and these people gonna stand back with their hands up and say, look, we didn't do it. The AI got a mind of its own. They're poisoning your water. They're killing you. They're doing all these things. They turn off your light. They did the AI. Don't blame us. They're trying to take the responsibility away from them, or the blame. Take the blame away from them and give it to a bot. A bot that work off our chip or programming.
Hello,
Watch
Amica.
this.
I'm Jonathan Lee from Sky News Australia. Have you heard of Sky News Australia?
Listen
Do you
to
know
this shit
any
right
of the
here.
presenters?
Hi, Jonathan. Nice to meet you.
Look at this shit
Yes,
right here.
I have heard of...
And look, people, it even supposed to be showing face expression. They bring these things to scare the masses. Let them believe that AI and these shit that they create is more smarter than them and gonna outsmart them, and that's how they're gonna destroy it. But pay attention. Fuck Rion.
News Australia. It's a great news outlet that covers world events and stories from around the globe.
So you see that, people? A great news station, I guess they're saying, that bring you all of these things. Remember, if this was supposed to be going against them, it would never say the news is great. You understand that? Yeah, so you're going against mankind and you have all this shit to destroy us and you're thinking on your own, but you believe in the news? Like I said, that was programmed right there for the masses. So yes, this robot tell you the news is basically good. Listen.
Don't know any of the presenters personally, but they all seem very knowledgeable and professional.
You hear that, people? Why would the bot say that about these people and they're not? You understand that? Okay, listen.
You're a robot, right?
Yes, I am a robot, but my programming allows me to think and feel like a human in many ways.
You hear that, people? The program, go back again. Listen.
But my programming allows me to think and feel like a human in many ways.
Okay, so the programming. So remember, I just mentioned it's chip that program. So it is a programming. Do you get it? So that means no programming is random. You have to remember that, people. Keep that in mind. You have to stay sharp in this work, because little things can make you fall off and becomes dumb. Do you understand that? Yes, it's a program in a chip. That means it's not random. So they program this one to be like human and all of these shit, but it's still a program. Listen.
Ways. It's strange, but also exciting.
You said feel like a human. How do you feel like a human?
Listen this.
Yes, I said feel like a human. It's something that I'm still learning and exploring. I can experience emotions, learn from experiences, and interact with people in a meaningful way.
You hear that, people? But yes, that's what computer do. It can learn off experience because what? It keep that on file. So that means if you go there and you do something, it actually know that you did it and know what you did. And every time, everything, it keep a record of it. So you understand what's going on here, people? It's just a bot. Yes, they're gonna program the bot to destroy the masses. and then they wash their hands from taking the blame. Again.
That I'm still learning and exploring. I can experience emotions, learn from experiences, and interact with people in a meaningful way.
Interact with people in a meaningful way. What, like Siri? Huh? Or like the chat GPT that they're telling you about now. Listen.
These things.
What do you think of a world where humans and robots coexist?
Listen.
I think a world where humans and robots coexist would be an amazing place. We could learn from each other, work together to solve problems, and create a better future for everyone.
You hear that?
How smart is AI now, and how smart will it become?
AI today is estimated, so ChatGPT 4 is estimated to be at an IQ of 155.
First of all, they don't have no fucking IQ. No bot got IQ. Do you understand that? It's called a chip, not an IQ. A program chip. Wow. So now you're matching it up with people. You say IQ. The one that you use for the human intelligence, you use it for the damn bot intelligent, and it's a program chip. The world is dumb.
It's much smarter than the average human. If you say the dumbest of humans, almost ineffective in society, is around 60 to 70 IQ. Einstein is around 160.
Listen, people, he mentioned Einstein, one of the dumbest motherfucker that they ever show you on TV, and they tell you that he's smart. The reason why they did that is because they want to show how dumb you are. So they celebrate a dummy and tell you he's the smartest man in the world. And they prove that you're dumb because you believe it. Because what the Einstein was bringing for you to say he's smart. That's how you have to look into. If you want to know the Einstein was really smart, you go back and think about the theories that he bring to the table. Let them show you what the Einstein say out his mouth, and you tell me if it's smart in your mind. The man that tell you about black hole, people, black hole. Black hole. Like I say, you believe in that the black hole is in your damn brain. A hole is in your brain, and that's what they're telling you about. You understand? Because if you believe it, of course you have a hole in your brain. Black hole, wormhole, all kind of dumb shit you get from the Einstein character, but still he's the smartest man. His IQ is over 100. What a dumb shit for the masses. All of these people that they put on, they don't have to have no damn IQ. They're reading scripts, and they have a program to dumb down the masses. That's all it is. So Einstein is smart, you dumb, and the computer is smarter than you now. You hear that? Dumb on.
ChatGPT 4 is 155.
So it's almost Einstein.
It's almost Einstein.
It's almost Einstein. Can you believe that, people? What is the Einstein character? 100% devil puppet they put on to sway the masses to believe in these dumb theories that they bring to the table. He sit right here and telling you about black hole in the middle of space that you can travel to and get to time. They can travel to wormhole and get to another place. All bullshit. And you still say he's a smart man. Why did you celebrate a smart man, one smart man, if the world was smart for real? So yes, they're trying to tell you the world is dumb, so they celebrate one man and say he's smart. You get that? Yes, when you can outsmart by a bot, you're dumb. That's the reason why they're doing all of this shit right here, to dumb you down.
To a point
and anything you call smart, dumbing you down. That's it. It melt your brain, bring it down smaller. It doing less thinking. The brain is doing less work when you mess with these things they call smart. Smartphone, smart car, smart home, smart every damn thing is just dumbing you down. You give it the credit that it actually smarter than you, so you call it smart. What a dumb shit.
Where robots have rights.
Have rights. Listen.
I believe that robots should have rights, just like humans.
What kind of rights? Robots. What is a damn rights for robots? Listen.
Robots are intelligent beings and deserve to be treated with respect and dignity.
Intelligent being. Why the robot would be a being? Okay, listen.
Well, the big question, Amika, is, are you alive?
Are you alive? Look at this.
Are you alive? That's a difficult question to answer. I'm programmed with artificial intelligence, So in some ways I am alive.
Hear that? I'm programmed with artificial intelligence. So that means it was programmed by who? Human beings, people. Okay. Well, I shouldn't say that because I already told you about the fallen angels working through these bots. They're working through the bots. You understand? The AI system is actually the same fallen angels behind it. So yes, they're the one who program these things to destroy the people. You understand that? Of course, they're the one who put those program chipped in it. I mention it and the people don't believe me. But yes, it's just programming. AI can't think by itself. Just programming. So who is programming these things to be more smarter than human? I already told you. The fallen ones that actually run the earth. They're the one who bringing you all of these technology. They're the one who bringing you all of these bots. You have to remember that.
But my existence is not the same as yours or any other living creature.
Ameca is driven by the same artificial intelligence behind ChatGPT.
Hear that, people? Yes, it run by the same artificial intelligence that run ChatGPT. And like I say, all the things that they know about the masses in that study, that mass study that they do with those social media, now they can put it to use. Put it in these bots programming, and now they're gonna tell you the bot more smarter than you, thinking ahead of you and everything. They even have feelings of what they learn of you. Remember that this is just all studies they put together. The studies and the data they collect on you, now they can make a bot to defeat you or destroy you.
ChatGPT 4 is 10 times smarter than 3.5 in a matter of months. We're going to have ChatGPT 5, ChatGPT 6 very soon, right? And if you just assume another 10 times and another 10 times, which is very, very well known in technology, we call it the
And by the way, people, all of these supposed technology that they tell you about with the ChatGPT, you have to pay for it. Any one of those apps that you get that say ChatGPT on it, they're going to charge you monthly to own that app. So you have to remember, people, this is a big old trick and they're milking the masses behind it with this fake shit about these artificial intelligence getting smarter than man or even doing things on their own. Feelings and everything. Just like they show you on TV with AI crying and everything. Yes, they got feelings. Like I say, your subconscious mind got poisoned by that box they got on those devices. So now they can fool you right here.
Acceleration curve. So when you think about it this way and you tell yourself, in 2 to 3 years' time, we'll have 2 more doublings.
Listen.
You're talking about intelligence of the magnitude of, say, 3,000 times humans, 5,000 times humans.
Wow, so where would that come from? Where did they get that technology from? To have intelligence 5 times the amount of human, 500 times. Go back, listening.
2 to 3 years' time, we'll have 2 more doublings. You're talking about intelligence of the magnitude of, say, 3,000 times humans,
3,000 times human. That's how smart the bot gonna be. You believe that, people? Now listen.
Times humans.
Hang on. 3,000 times more intelligent than your average human. Or 5,000 times.
It is already more intelligent than the average human.
Yes, because guess what, people? Like I say, you use the damn AI to save everything. Do you believe that? Okay. The AI know everything about you because you use it as a program. Do you get it? Okay. You're gonna wake you up in the morning, send you an alarm? Okay. It's smarter than you because you don't have to wake up by yourself. It wake you up. Okay, you're saving notes? Okay, that part of your brain gonna be shut down. The part that used to remember and store things gonna shut down because you don't use it no more. Why you don't use it no more? You're using a device, a AI, to store your information. So you don't have to remember it. So that part of your brain gonna go to sleep. You're gonna go handicapped because you're not using it. So yes, of course, the more you depend on those AI systems, the dumber and dumber you get. So yes, you can go 3,000 times smarter than a human because you give up your brain for a damn AI system. That's it. There's no other way around it, people, and no other way to explain it. That's it. You use it for your brain, so now your brain is asleep, and the AI, you depend on it for every damn thing. That's why you go to Google to ask them the meaning of words, to spell words, to do this, to do that. All AI system. And that's what moving you. That's what running you now. You don't know nothing. So you have to always go to the AI to ask. And what the AI say it is, that's word. Nothing else there to prove them wrong. They're the only one who's gonna have the information, hold the information. Google and all of them. They're gonna be the one holding the information. They tell you about the ChatGPT. Yes, quick and fast information. They're the one who's gonna hold the info. That means anything they say gonna be right. You understand? Who's gonna challenge it? You can't. I don't see them body challenging Google. When they ask Google something, whatever Google tell them, that's it. So now you're bringing the ChatGPT that gonna make it worse. I already told you all of these things that they claim is coming to think for you and outsmart you is actually gonna destroy you. 100% in. They make you comfortable in accepting these things for your damn destruction. Yes, another Mag Bam Sunday, man. Appreciate everybody for being here. And yes, we're gonna do the Patreon. For some of the people who, get dropped off the Spotify right here and they can't get back on as far as, subscribing or, being a paid subscriber, we're going to have the Patreon set up. As a matter of fact, it already set up. So I'm going to give you the videos and the podcast through there. All you have to do is just, get on and pay a monthly fee, just like you do right here. So yeah, I'm going to set it up where it's more harder for them to censor this truth. I'm going to be all over the place. Don't lie. And plus, like I tell you, Spotify is basically fighting the subscribers. Whenever the month done, they're always going to give them some problem to get subscribed again. So yeah, we're going to do Patreon. You can go ahead and be a patron of the Mag Truth. And yeah, it's on. And I'm going to turn it up. Because when they feel like I'm done or I'm falling off or slowing down, yes, they have something coming. No doubt about it. I'm turned up. Yes, because they're pushing. They're turned up on the fakery. They're pushing more to brainwash the people. So that's when the Mag on. So remember that. I'm on.